Hello and welcome, my friends. Today we're going to be sniffing each other's butts. Ugh, God, excuse me, I meant watch/playing part of the Spectator series. So, or Spectator video, or whatever you want to call it. So we've got Always Random Towers versus DW3 is 19, and both are fairly good players. This is actually part of my tournament battles, but through some random miscalculations and problems, I guess nobody sent me the video until a little while ago, after I already uploaded the final battles of the tournament. So we'll continue on with this and see if you guys enjoy it, and if you guys don't enjoy this, let me know why. I believe it is. It might be part of the King of Hill, but I really just honestly have no freaking idea. I just got sent the video, and I'm just like, alright, I'll make a video of it. Why not? Also, I've never watched any of these videos before, any of these games before, so I'm going completely out of nowhere, out of right field. Anything could happen here, guys. I feel like it makes it more exciting when I don't know what's going to happen. So, also, I will be calling the left person, Always Random Towers, I'm going to be calling them Art, and I will be calling DW3 as 19. We're going to call him, let's call him Dwight. Dwight. His name's probably not Dwight, but we're going to call him Dwight. It's just Dweez, it's just too hard to say, so we'll call him Dwight. Good game, round 40, alright. So, anyways, both players are going with farms. Sometimes you actually don't see farms in this level. Sometimes you'll actually see a dart monkey instead, and you can do some pretty crazy strats with late game dart monkey to go balloon economy the entire time. It's pretty cool, actually. But, like I said, both players are going farms. It looks like Dwight is getting rushed with a bunch of black loons. Actually, both players rushing each other with black loons, but both players end up getting these third-tier ninjas going, and actually Dwight is actually rushing with a lot more of those black loons. And of course, both players do have to make sure that they get up that level 3-0 boomerang by the time they get to level 8. Otherwise, they could end up losing, and both players actually farming a little bit more. You wouldn't expect them to farm so much. Let's see, how are they going to go for it? Both getting 2-0 boomerangs up, and we see some regrow whites from both players, actually. And Dwight is getting rushed hardcore with all these regrow whites, trying to get his 3-0 boomerang up. It's going to be a little bit slow. He's losing tons of lives on the thing. Finally getting the 3-0 boomerang up. Is it going to be enough to stop these balloons? And the 3-0 boomerang is just sucking it up right now. He's actually missing right now. 4 whiffs. Holy crap. He's down to 8 lives right now. And that is bad news for Dwight. Always Random Towers still with 150 lives. Alright, so he looks like he's going to have to defend pretty darn well here, but it's still anybody's game. You know, level 13 can be a pretty darn crazy round. And there's some regrow zebras coming out, and 2 3-0 boomerangs coming up, but is that going to be enough? I know the ninja's good, but is it good enough? Indeed it is. Oh, snapola. So yeah, he just called a GG, but it doesn't really mean it. Oh, he's going hardcore with these pinks, and he sells all the farms, and he gets the 4th-tier ninja, but not fast enough, and he gets taken down by Camo Pinks. Who would have thought? So game number 1 does go to Art, and they're GLing each other. They're gluing each other. Both players, exact same start. It actually looks kind of funny if you actually just look at the middle of the screen. Both players, like the exact same spot, and it was making the cannon shoot at the exact same time. It was just kind of cool as a mirror image of each other. And now actually a different spot for Dwight. Interesting. Interesting indeed, a different ninja spot. But surprisingly, Dwight is still rushing with spaced blues, which was kind of odd. I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose. I'm not really sure, but I don't think you could do accidental spaced blues. But it didn't really seem to do very much, if anything, unless they were planning on going really, really late game and trying to get that 2 lives of damage or whatever. But usually that's not worth it at all. So Dwight's still rushing hardcore with pinks, and it looks like Dwight has taken the advantage in the early game of this one. Absolutely amazing. This early game stuff usually doesn't matter too much, though, unless you're losing lots and lots of lives. So actually, Dwight has gone farms, and Art is just chilling there, just going his balloon economy, but actually mostly random pinks and everything. Please die to the pinks, and actually fairly close still. So actually, both players do end up going farms. Putting them in the bottom left corner seems like that's a fairly good place to put them. You can probably have 4 farms there pretty easily. This spot is too OP for you, the 2 ninjas right there. They're both going to get 2 ninjas to make sure they can defend these blacks. indubitably. And fairly easy to taking down most of these things, but they're still going to need to get a lot of farms going. So actually about 300 economy from Dwight. I don't know how all these random towers... It actually didn't block the thing like I normally do. But let me know what you guys think about that. Do you want me to block the economy, or do you think I should just kind of leave it the way it is? Last time I blocked it, and it was okay. I kind of liked it. But I feel like there's you gotta test it out, you know, you gotta make sure that is what you want. Level 8 is coming up. That it could be some Regrow Blacks and Whites and all that good stuff. And that could be somewhat problematic with Regrow Blacks stuff popping out. So yeah, oh my goodness, Regrow Blacks everywhere. And the ninjas are not enough. Dwight is losing tons of lives to these Regrow Blacks. Goodness gracious, both players with a fairly equal economy, but like I said, Dwight is down about 30 lives, which again, that's a big amount of lives. You still got 95 lives. If it was like 20 versus 50, that would be a little bit different, but 95 lives, it really doesn't matter too much. So, looks like, yeah, both players obviously got to get a mortar up. Uh-oh, it looks like Regrow Lads could come out from, against Art, and he does not rush Art with the Regrow Lads. He should have. Honestly, he should have. He might have been able to do some damage. And Regrow Zebra's instead coming out a little bit late on that mortar, and it looks like it probably won't do any damage, though. It's probably a little bit too late. Oh, actually, a little bit of damage, actually. Whoa! A little bit more than I thought. And Art has lost a few more lives on that, but not as much as you might have wanted with a big rush like that. So this is where it gets pretty darn crazy. You know, obviously you're going to get either a 4th-tier cannon or some pretty good stuff to defend these things. You know, but with these farms, it's very nice. You know, you can sell it and buy it. If you got some quick micro action, you can easily do that. And I think this game is probably going to be over pretty soon. Level 15 is one of those ones where it's just like, oh my god, Regrow Ceramics, Regrow Rainbows, Regrow Leads, Regrow everything. And both players going for a rush at the exact same time. Regrow Ceramics and, oh my god, there's so many Regrow Ceramics coming out on all these random towers. And he has been defeated. Art has been defeated by the Regrow Ceramics. G. Game number 3. So right now we are 1-1. And actually, now that's interesting to me. I never start off with boats on this map. I'm not a boat guy. I am more of a cannon, tack shooter, ninja type of guy, usually. But hey, boats aren't bad, by no means. Yeah, nobody... That's actually, now that I think about it, I never really even played this map. That's true, nobody plays this map. So like I said, boats coming out from both players. One grape shot boat and one regular 0-0 boat. Usually pretty fair. Pretty solid. So nothing crazy happening so far. No pinks or anything coming out. Just mostly... Oh, actually a few pinks. Mostly just expecting blues to come out. I don't think the pinks are going to do any damage against 2 grape shot boats. Though if you really just consistently just do that, it might be able to do something like that. The only thing is, if the balloons do end up getting through, and you got any of the boats on first, they're going to start attacking off the screen, and a lot of your pop powers actually get wasted, so you don't want that to happen. Oh, a leak. He leaked, man! And Art is losing lots of lives, actually, surprisingly, to these the pinks and blue rushes. With 2 little boats right there, but he actually did go farms instead of the blue Nico. So fairly interesting indeed. I like when they do different things. When somebody goes farms and somebody goes blue Nico, because you know what that means? It's not going to go to round 40, or at least it shouldn't. It usually means the farm person is going to rush. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but usually that's the case. Uh-oh, level 8 rush. I can see either player doing a level 8 full-out regrow yellow or yellow rush. But with boats, usually it is enough popping power. And if you get just one random other tower up, it could defeat them all. So anyways, Dwight is going to get a border up. Always random tower, still with nothing. But again, he does have those farms, so he can easily buy whatever he wants by just selling one of those farms. And Dwight is going to go for a yellow rush. It is not going to be enough to do any damage, but at least to get him some economy going and keeping all his random towers on his feet. And there it is, full out yellows. Go, 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 man. That's not really a yellow rush to try and kill him. It's actually more of a yellow rush to get some economy, you know? Alright, so both players still with a fairly similar strategy. But Art is actually going for a cannon, while Dwight is going to go for a ring of fire, and that will, in my opinion, mean that Dwight has the advantage with a ring of fire. But can he get it up in time? I mean, level 13 is going to come up quick, and he's got 700 economy, but hey, man, that could be a little bit slow. He has to sell a boat to get it if he wants to get it for right now. And he does miss it by $200, and oh my god, Art is going to go for a full-out regrow Rainbow Rush, and he is going to completely destroy Dwight. His ring of fire is just not enough, and that is GG. So right now, Art is up 2-1. And we've got another game on indoor pool. So it looks like we're going to go Tack Shooter Ninja, copy strategy. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Indoor pools usually barely ever makes it to level 18. If you make it to level 18, people usually didn't rush hard enough, in my personal opinion. Even though some of my games go that far, because I don't rush hard enough. I know that's one thing about me, is I'm like, I'm play it safe, play it safe, play it safe. I always want to make sure that I have a secondary attack. I never go for all-out rushes. Almost never. And that's probably my biggest problem, to be honest. Alright, so both players get their ninjas up, but also trying to keep their economy up pretty darn high as well. Basically, at this point in the game, it's just who can lose less lives. Who can keep the most lives to use them later on when they really, really need them. And Dwight is actually doing... He was doing better rushes, and it seems like Always Random Towers just took a little bit longer to do them. Oh, man, it just sucks. Trying to remember their names, man. Art and Dwight. So they're GGing already. GG! Oh, both players going farms. Very, very similar strategies from both players. Getting up about 316 economy and then going farms. With a third-tier Tack Shooter and a second-tier Ninja. But they're probably going to need to get either a third-tier Ninja up for this next level or just sell him and go for a Ring of Fire. Honestly, I'm starting to lean towards getting on these harder rounds. Instead of going economy right now, is just to sell your Ninja and get a solid Ring of Fire going for level 6. And Always Random Towers is going to get rushed with a bunch of green balloons right here. Greens and then a few blacks after that, and he is going to get he's not going to get taken down, but a few lives of damage for sure. And they're lolling together. Lol. Good game, round 8, man. Oh, it looks like actually, I think Dwight sold a farm to go for that green rush against him. At least it looks like it. It's level 8. Oh, he really can't afford that Ring of Fire. But Art is not going to... Oh, he is going to go for the yellows, but basically the perfect timing. He actually didn't send out enough yellows to do any damage to him. And finally, rushing with regrow whites and everything, trying to do something. I don't even know what the heck's going on. Why did he not get the Ring of Fire? Is he planning on going for an all-out rush against him? And there it is. There's the Ring of Fire. He was waiting for the yellow. I don't know. I don't know what was going on right there. Trying to dupe him out or something like that. Deke, man. Deke left, Deke right. And still both players going with farms, but... I don't know, man, it's pretty much the same exact thing going on both sides, but Dwight has the advantage as far as lives go. And the mortars come out at the exact same time as well. Even mortaring the random white balloons that are coming out. Uh-oh, who's gonna do the Regrow Rainbow Rush? Honestly, what I would try and do is probably get ready to get a second Ring of Fire up, maybe. Possibly. But who knows. So instead going for another farm, actually. Dwight is going to get another farm. Actually, both players are going to get another farm. Oh, snap. And a second Tack Shooter does come out from Always Random Towers. Maybe possibly getting ready for a Blade Maelstrom. And this is where, like, you slowly get drained of lives. Like, a little bit of lives here, a little bit of lives there. Everybody's just going to slowly lose lives. Oh, wait, Regrow Rainbow Rush coming out from Always Random Towers. But oh my god, Ceramic coming out from... everybody's just doing crazy things. I don't even know what the heck's going on. Too many crazy things. And a Blade Maelstrom comes out. 2-4-2 ninjas still going up. Oh my god, who is going to end up losing the lives first? And Always Random Towers does get taken down. I think the natural balloons got through, but honestly, I don't even freaking know what just happened. Too many random crazy things happening. Alright. So what are we at? Are we at 2-2 now? Yeah, I think we're actually at a 2-2 game. So this is going to be the final game. Who is going to win this one? Oh my god, that's right. So both players doing a fairly similar strategy at the moment. Tack Shooter start. Actually, Tack Shooter on the far side, which I've seen both. I've seen Tack Shooter on the front side and the far side. Anyways, ooh, fairly interesting there. We actually have a farm, an early farm coming from Art, where Dwight actually decided to go for a little bit later farm, but he got a little bit more eco out of it and lost less lives. What was worth it? What was worth it? I don't know. And there it is. Like I said, both players fairly similar. Trying to get their ninja up before too many things go wrong. And they're going to both lose a lot of lives right here. Probably about 15 lives, at least 20 lives maybe. And both are just going to continue rushing. You know, obviously it's smart to do blues and pink mixes because the Taxer just kind of gets overwhelmed there. He doesn't really aim very well. He just kind of sprays, man. He's just a spray-tastic tower. Alright, a second farm coming out from Art, and a second farm coming out from Dwight. Seems like Art just has a little bit more farming action, just a little bit sooner than Dwight, but who knows how much balloon economy each has. It's probably fairly similar. What I'm guessing is always random tower probably has a little tiny bit more eco, but a lot less lives, about 40 less lives, so, or no, more like 30. About 30 lives. Anything crazy gonna happen? Well, round 6 can actually be quite pesky. Nope, no big rushes on level 6 or 7, but level 8, obviously, both of them probably are going to get a Ring of Fire. They might, surprisingly, one of them might get a 4th tier ninja. I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling a 4th tier ninja. But there it is, the Ring of Fire from Dwight, and a regrow White Rush coming out from Dwight against Art, and he does get the Ring of Fire up, but a little bit too late it looks like, and he's going to lose a few lives on that rush. The regrow White's caused quite a bit of damage. And he had to sell a farm to do it as well, I think. So, same exact frickin' eco, man. Look at that. Very, very close game. Dwight just did a slightly better job at rushing while defending at the exact same time. Really? He has 400? I don't know if I believe that. Maybe it's true. Could totally be true. Not saying he's lying. Just yeah, send 3 many yellows. All right. So it looks like mortars coming out from both players. Ring of Fire going to be able to defend most things. I don't think they're going to rush in level 13. Now they might. You know, a full-out Regal Rambo rush can be quite deadly in level 13 for sure. Even with a 4th tier ninja and stuff like that. Oh, you got a right-sided farm. Oh no! He just GG'd it, man. He should probably sell that farm if he did that. Anyways, round 15 is going to be the deadly level. Level 14 is very, very quick, and level 15 is just going to be ridiculous. So yeah, he bought the right side of farm. The bananas last longer. Now his full Regal Ceramic Rush coming at Art. Lots of Regal Ceramics right there. He's getting a second ninja. Always Random Tower's getting a second ninja, but it's not going to be enough, and that's going to be the game. Thanks for watching. Have a super duper delicious day.